Hi everybody and welcome to the channel, and here are my predictions for this week's midweek championship matches. Let's start with Blackburn Rovers versus Sunderland. Well, at the moment Blackburn are 5th and Sunderland are 9th. Blackburn have won the last 8, lost 7. Sunderland have won 5, lost 4 and drawn 3, and they've lost the last 2. In this one I'm going to go for Blackburn to win. Blackburn 2, Sunderland 1. Blackburn to win 2-1. Huddersfield versus Preston North End. Well, so far Huddersfield have won 3 and they've lost 8 and drawn 1. And at the moment they are 2nd from bottom. Preston are 14th. Preston have so far won 4, lost 4 and drawn 2. Preston don't usually win many matches. They usually end up drawing matches. But in this one, I'm going to go for Huddersfield 2, Preston 0. Norwich versus Luton Town. Luton at the moment are 7th, while Norwich are 3rd. Norwich have won 7, lost 4 and drawn 2. Luton have won 5, lost 3 and drawn 3. This one I think will be a draw. I'm going to go for a draw. Norwich 1, Luton 1. Although saying that, knowing Luton, they'll probably go and beat Norwich tonight. But anyway, I'm going to go for a draw. Swansea versus Reading. Well, at the moment, Reading are 6th. Swansea are 8th. So far, Swansea have won 6, lost 5, and they've lost the last 2. Reading, they've won 7, lost 6, and draw 1. Of course, Albion beat them at the weekend, 2-0. And of course, Swansea lost to Burnley as well at the weekend, 4-0. In this one, I'm going to go for Swansea 3, Reading 0. Swansea to win. Stoke City versus Rotherham United. Stoke are 13th and Rotherham are 16th. Of course, Rotherham had a good start to the season, but they've seemed to be dropping down the table at the moment. I did predict them to be one of the teams to be relegated this season. Well, anyway, Stoke City so far have won 5, lost 5 and drawn 2. Rotherham have won 4, lost 3 and drawn 3. I'm going to go for Stoke. Stoke 2, Rotherham 0. Albion versus Bristol City. Well, of course, Albion won their first away match at the weekend, beating Reading 2-0. I did predict that Reading would beat the Albion, but Albion went and won. Bristol City At the moment, I'm 17th, while Albion are 20th. This is another game that Albion have got to win. We're a bit too close to the relegation zone at the moment. And of course, we're looking for a new manager. Whether that's going to be. Anyway, Albion so far, we've only won 2, lost 4, and we've drawn 3. Well, that's relegation form, that is, at the moment. Bristol City, they've won 5, lost 7, and drawn 1. I'm going to go for Albion to win. Albion 2, Bristol City 1. Birmingham City versus Burnley. Well, Birmingham City beat Hull at the weekend, and of course Burnley beat Swansea. So far, Birmingham City have won 5, lost 5, and they've drawn 2. Burnley have won 6, lost 1, and they've drawn 4. Well, I'm expecting Burnley to win, but you never know the way things are going. This is an unpredictable league. This is the Championship. Anyway, I'm going to go for Birmingham City 0, Burnley 3. Burnley to win 3-0. Blackpool versus Hull City. At the moment, Blackpool, they're 19th, and Hull are 21st. So far, Blackpool have won 4, lost 6, and they've drawn 2. Hull have won 4 and lost 8. Well, that's no wonder Hull City are dropping down the table. They're 21st at the moment, and Blackpool, they're 19th. I'm going to go for Blackpool 2, Hull City 0. Coventry City versus Sheffield United. Well, of course, at the moment, Coventry are bottom of the Championship, and Sheffield United are second. And Coventry, well, they've only played 11, so they've got some matches in hand. And Coventry, you can see why Coventry are at the bottom of the Championship. They've only won 2 and lost 5 and drawn 3. Whereas Sheffield United, they've won 7, lost 3, and they've won the last 3, and drawn the last 2 as well. You never know. Like I said, this is an unpredictable Championship this season. Everybody can beat everybody else. Anyway, I'm going to go for Coventry 0, Sheffield United 3. Sheffield United to win 3-0. Queen's Park Rangers versus Cardiff City. Well, Queen's Park Rangers are 4th at the moment. Cardiff are 18th. Of course, Queen's Park Rangers lost at the weekend. So did Cardiff. Queen's Park Rangers have won 7, lost 4, and they've won the last 4. Cardiff have won 5, lost 6. In this one, I'm going to go for Queen's Park Rangers to win. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Cardiff 0. Wigan versus Middlesbrough. Well, at the moment, Middlesbrough are third from bottom. Wigan are 15th. Wigan have won the last 5 and lost 5. Middlesbrough have only won 3, lost 7 and drawn 1. You can understand why Middlesbrough are looking for another manager. Anyway, in this one I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for a draw. Wigan 0, Middlesbrough 0. And finally, Millwall versus Watford. Millwall 11th and Watford are just above them 10th. Yeah, this is going to be an hard game for Watford because Millwall is no easy place to go and try and get anything. Anyway, so far Millwall have won 6, lost 6 and drawn 1. Watford have won 5, lost 4 and drawn 2 and lost the last 2 and won the last 2. In this one, I'm going to go for Millwall 1, Watford 2. Watford to win 2-1. Well, that's the end of my predictions for this week's championship matches. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another video.